So I thought I would do a little video on how I remove gel nails. As you can see, I've had a lot of anxiety this week, so I've actually bitten all my nails that I did on myself, especially around here. But I thought I'd do a removal. There's a lot of videos out there on how to do them, but I've had a lot of my personal followers asking me to do one on my page. So what you're gonna need first is a nail file. You want one with like a good grit on it, like an 80 grit, just to really be able to get that top layer off. I find if you want to go softer though, that's absolutely fine. I just find that you're going to get more of that top layer of product off if you're going to use 80 grit. So I've got an 80 and 100 grit on like a little banana shaped one. And then once I've done that real like top layer, I then go with the 100 side, which is softer, and do these bits. Okay, so get down to that, and then you can do the same on all the others. Now that's all done on that side and ready to go, we can wrap them up. Get your cotton pad and cut it up. So that you've got 5 pieces. I have some clips that I like to use. You can get these online. Just look at Amazon or another like beauty retailer, like just Google gel soak off nail clips, you'll find them. Or if you don't want to do that, you can use foil. So I'll show you both. It's very simple. So you want to get pure acetone, which you can get online as well. So that's how you do that one, really simple. But if you want to use foil, you just want a tiny bit, put that on there, make sure you've covered the nail. And then twist the top, make sure it's tight and encapsulating all of it, like that. I'm going to do the rest with my pops because I don't like to waste foil. And what's great about this is if you nail it, you can just soak your nails off even after all this hubbub is over. You can do this every time and your nails can be ready as long as you've nailed it. There's nothing worse than someone turning up with broken nails, badly removed nails to an appointment because there's just so much damage control that needs doing. But yeah, you just leave those on. What you can do to help them move faster as well is you can use like a heated bean bag or something over the top, or a hot water bottle. Make sure it's not scalding, make sure you've got a cover on the hot water bottle. But yeah, you can add heat to it and that will speed up the process. Right, let's see if these are ready. Got my trusty Navy Pro tool. And we're just going to see if any of it wants to come away. Normally leave them for about 5-10 minutes, soaking. A little bit comes off, and then I put them on to soak again for a bit longer. And I just do that. I keep doing that until they're completely ready to just peel off. You may find that what you can get hold of, which would probably be an orange stick to do this with, which is something that looks like this, little wooden stick. It might not be as effective as my little Navy Pro tool there, my little Ethel, but it's good. It's pretty much doing the same job, so you know, I think you'll be all right with it. But yeah, you can get those online as well. I'm going to stick to Ethel because I think she's great. This is the problem with having foils is once you've taken it off, it's really hard to get back into that shape. So I'm going to move over to my plastic again now. One of the things you can do before doing the buffing is clipping the ends, which I didn't do on mine because I've actually bitten mine through sheer anxiety of this week. If anyone's been following my stories, you'll know that on top of coronavirus, which is awful, and I know that's affecting a lot of people, and I'm so sorry if that is you. We've found out our toddler's got type 1 diabetes. So it's been pretty stressful this week. So I have been biting. So there was no need to clip my nails before doing this. But also, if you didn't want to take any length off your nails, then you don't need to clip them. You can just do as I've done and just buff that bit and leave it. Leave those for another few minutes. Right, so let's move on to the second round of doing that. One thing I would say is if you're using the orange stick and it feels like you're trying to work it too hard, then you probably are. So that's why with me, I would rather take a bit off, apply these, just so that you've already scraped off a bit and then it can soak in a bit further and soak in a bit further and soak in a bit further. So, and then each time it's easier to come off. It's better to do it in stages than just to keep hacking away at it in one go. So yeah, so next I'm going to take a white buff block. You can find a nail buffer. Usually they have lots of different sizes. They're probably easier to come by, but a white buff block you can probably find on the internet as well and order one of those. So I'm going to do my cuticles as well after this. So I've not done it all, but this is just showing you the soak off and then how to get them nourished at the end of it as well. So put the oil on there, all around the cuticle. I'm using Gelux nail and cuticle oil. I really like it. I love them as a brand. This has got sweet almond in it, so if you've got any nut allergies, I wouldn't recommend it, but have a little shop around, see if there's any oils that you like. OPI do a really gorgeous one as well that I love, and Jessica Fenman oil is delicious. There's quite a few oils that I could go on about nail oils. I love a nail oil. I think it's really important to look after our cuticles. So I just rub that in all around. And then I get my white buff block and I buff that in. So I wouldn't recommend doing the oil buff if you're going to be reapplying gel after taking these off, just because it sets a barrier and the gel won't set. But I would recommend putting oil on after you've done a set of gels, just around the cuticles and massaging it in, just to get that hydration back up after using the acetone, and just give your cuticles what they need, especially as we're using a lot of alcohol rubs at the moment and washing our hands a lot. You need to rehydrate that area. But yeah, so hopefully that was really helpful for you. So just remember to be really gentle and kind to your nails when you're doing this, and you shouldn't cause any damage. Nice little healthy nails, give them a little break or redo them, whatever you fancy, but that's how you remove them from home.